Okay, let's go ahead and build the 3 services pages and the about page. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go back to the WordPress dashboard, and I'm just going to click on the dashboard and take us home just so we can have a familiar starting point. Okay, let's go ahead and build pages, and to do that we simply go down to pages on the and select the pages menu on the sidebar. Then we click on, let's go ahead and click all pages for now. Right now we have one page, and that's our sample page. Let's go ahead and click that. Let's go ahead and view it real quick so you can see what that page looks like. This is what that sample page looks like. It doesn't look like much, but it'll kind of give you an idea of what your pages will look like when you construct them. To the most part, this basically has a content area and then a sidebar area, and we have the option to change that up, but for now we're not going to change that up. We're simply going to build pages along the same line. So let's go ahead and close that. What I'm going to do is, we don't need this page anymore, so let's go ahead, because it's a sample page, so we have the right to delete it. It just shows us what's possible. What we're going to do is we're going to click on edit, and then we're going to come over to where it says published, and we're going to change that from published to draft, and we're going to click OK. We're going to click update, and so we could delete this page if we chose to, but we could use it as a template also. What we've done is we've taken it and resaved it as draft, so in essence the page no longer exists. But now let's go back to pages. Okay, and we see that our page is in draft, and we're going to build 3 new pages. So let's go ahead, and to do that we click on add new, and we need to give it a title. We'll call it service page 1, and we'll put some text, and I've gone and I'll grab some I call it paragraph text, and it's really just Latin, and it's just a lot of websites, particularly demo sites, will use it as filler. So we'll go ahead and put that in. What we're also going to do for each one of the pages that we create is that we're going to place an image there as well, just to show you the power of WordPress. So to add an image, we're just going to use our demo image. We simply click on add media, and we select our image, and we click, and what we're going to do is we're going to change the alignment to left, and we simply click on insert into page, and that's been inserted into page. And we're going to clean this up a little bit, and we clean this up a little bit by going to advanced settings. We're going to create a border, and we're going to put some vertical white space. We'll use 3 and 3, and we'll come down and we'll click update, and that puts some white space there. Okay, and that's our first page. We've created our first page. Right now it's in draft. If we wanted to preview the page, we simply come and click preview, and that's going to give us a preview of what the page looks like. Not perfect, but at least gives you an idea of what is possible. So we'll go ahead and close that. So since we like that, we're going to go ahead and click publish, which makes our page live. So we'll click published. Our page has been created. Now what we're going to do is we're going to view the new page, and one way we do that is simply to click the view page section here, but we're going to right click because we want it to open in a separate tab. So there's our new page, but what we want to do is we want to grab the URL. So we're going to highlight and copy the URL, and we're going to actually, let's space down here, and we're going to paste that right there. So that's one of the URLs, that's one of the links we're going to need to create. So let's go ahead and close that now. We'll come back, and we're going to need to add a new page, service page 2, to kind of help us along here. We're going to copy a little bit of that. We're going to click on add new to add a new page. It's going to bring up add new page section. We'll go ahead and type that in. We'll make that 2. We will add our content. Of course, we could have copied that text, I suppose, but for the sake of getting practice, we'll do this. Put that in. We'll go ahead and we'll bring our image in again, and we'll click add media, grab our image, we'll highlight our image. This time we're going to put the alignment to the right, just so you can see the flexibility of WordPress, and we'll click Insert into Page. And we'll clean that up just a little bit. Go to Advanced Settings. We'll go to Border. We'll make 1. We'll make 3 and 3. We'll scroll down and we'll click Update. And we will click Publish. And we've added page 2. And we'll go ahead and view that as well. We can see the page. We know it looks good. We'll go ahead and grab that URL as well. We'll copy that one, and we'll come down and we'll space there, just in case we decide to use. In case we decide to use that, and that looks good. And now we will click Add New to build service page 3. And in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to copy the body so we don't have to do it again, and we'll just manually type this. So let's click on Add New. Okay, let's give it a title, Service Page 3. Come down, and we've already copied our content. We'll do a Control V, and we see things don't line up properly. Now what we're going to do really quick is we're going to click on our image, and we're going to clean up the alignment. This time we're going to there. We're going to put this little vertical space. We're going to go back to Edit Image, and we're going to set it to the left, and we're going to click Update, and we've cleaned our image. We've cleaned our text page up. That looks good. We'll go ahead and publish this third page. Got that. What we'll do is we kind of know what the page URL is going to be, so we'll simply just copy this one, and we'll just change that to 3 because the page convention and format are the same. So we've got 3 pages. We have one more page we need to create, and that is our About page. So let's go ahead and click Add New. Okay, and let's type in About Me, or you can do About Us. Let's do About Us, since we'll pretend we're a small business. You can do a couple things here. You can put, usually an About page will have information about you, info about business and the owner. And a lot of what people will also do sometimes here is that they will add text, or they will add a picture, or they might add pictures of the business. You can do that as well, but for the sake of this example, we just want to create the page, and we've got the page, we've got what we want to have on the page, and now we're going to click Publish again, and let's go ahead and view that page. Now there won't be much on here, but let's go ahead and view it so we can grab the URL, the website address, which is what we want, and we can, and we'll go ahead and we'll put that at the top here. So we've done that. So there's our About page. One thing we're going to want to do for our About page, we don't want people leaving comments or anything on any of the pages, but just to show you how you get rid of this box we'll kind of close that. You simply come down on WordPress, you come down to the bottom. We've got to show it. There's a screen option. We'll go ahead and show that. Discussion and comments, we'll click those to unhide those features, and we will unclick Allow Comments, and we will unclick Allow Trackback, and we will update. Once you've already created a page and you've published it, it no longer says publish, it now says update if you want to change it. So we'll go ahead and click Update, and let's go ahead and get rid of that. And let's go ahead and preview. Let's go ahead and preview the page this time, and you can see that the comment section is gone. Now, one thing you will notice is that when you when you start to create pages within WordPress, it is set to automatically add menu pages. This is the default setting. You can actually override this by creating a custom menu and moving these things around, but for the sake of this example, we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it as is. So let's go ahead and get back. We've created the pages that we need to create. We've copied the URLs, and for the next step, we're going to link those pages to our homepage setup. That's the next step here. Okay, let's go ahead and link this. We need to get back to the themes options section. We go to appearance, click on theme options, then we're going to click on homepage, and we're going to scroll down. And remember, when we wanted to add the call to action URL, we're going to go ahead, and that one may not match the one that we created. So let's go ahead and let's take and highlight and copy the About Us URL, which is the location to the About Us page, and we will type that in. And what we will do now is we will save it and we will test it. So it's been saved. Let's go ahead and let's open up a new tab and bring up the website. So here's our page. Now we have a section that says Contact Us Now. Now we could do a couple of things. We could, right now we've created an About page, and we have this Contact Us Now link to that. When you click on that, that's going to take us to the About page. And then I'm actually going to click on Home, and it should take us back to the Home page. Now what I want to do is, I want to now create another page called Contact Page, and then link that to that one, just so you can see how that works. So let's go back in, and we'll leave that tab up, and let's go to, we're going to create one more page, and we're going to call it Contacts, and we're going to also use a plugin called I think it's called 7 Contact or Contact 7. We'll find out the name when we get to it. So let's go ahead and go back to Pages. In this case, let's click on Add New. We're going to call this page Contacts, Contact Us. And what we're going to do is we're going to also uncheck this. We're going to uncheck that. We're going to click on Publish. And let's go back to this tab. We're going to refresh the screen. And we now have a contact page. Unfortunately, the contact page is empty. So here's how we put an actual contact form on the page, which is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and go back home first. And let's go back to our dashboard. What we're going to do is we're going to go to a plugin called Contact Form 7, and we've already activated it. What we're going to do now is we're going to click on Settings, and we already have a contact. The default setting already creates a contact form. Now you can go in and change it. You don't need to do that. What we're going to do now is we're going to copy this short code here. It's called the short code. We highlight it, we do a Control-C, and we're going to go to that contacts page. We'll go to All Pages, and we're going to edit the Contact Us page. We'll click on Edit, and we're going to add that short code to this page. Now I believe you can add it to the Visual tab, but we're actually going to add it to the Text tab behind the scenes. And then we'll paste that in, and we'll click Update, and we'll go ahead and click the Visual tab. You notice there's no difference in the look, but we've already updated this page. Now when we go to, we'll go back to our website, we're going to refresh it. Now when we click on Contact Us, we now have a contact form, and we have Send. And so if someone wanted to contact us and leave a message, they could do so using this form. They could put in their name, their email address, a subject, and they could put in their message and click Send. So there's your contact page. What we're going to do is we're going to highlight and copy the URL. We'll go ahead and click Home again. It's just something I do as a force of habit. You don't have to do that. We'll go back to the WordPress dashboard. We're going to go back into the themes option under appearance and themes options. And we're going to go back to the custom homepage setup, and now we're going to change the call to action URL. We had the about page, and I wanted to do that so you can see what it looks like. Now we're going to actually paste the contact us URL, and we're going to click save option. Okay, and that's been saved. We will refresh the screen. Now when we click this contact us now button, we should get the contacts page, which of course we do. Fantastic. And you can also see that contact us now is part of the menu. So let's go ahead and click on home and take us back. So here's what we've done already. We have changed our header, we've changed our tagline, we've changed the headline, we've changed the subheadline, we've added text here, we've changed the text for our call to action button, and we've added a picture or an image. We've also created 3 service widgets, which would basically signify the services that we offer. What we're going to do next for each one of these is that we're going to add a link that allows us to click on it. That will take us to each individual page. We have the ability to do that in the menu by, for instance, if we wanted to click on service page 2, we would be taken to service page 2 in a second here. And so here's service page 2, just to show you that the ability that we have. And we'll go ahead and click on home again. What we're going to do is we're going to add links for this widget section, and so we're going to add a link that allows us to connect to each service page by clicking on the link. And the link basically is just going to say click for more details, and you'll be able to click either one of those and go to that page. And that's what we'll do on the next part of the video. Okay, we're back real quick. One of the things I've already done is I've already gone ahead and I've created links for service page 1 and service page 2, and you'll notice, for instance, we'll click on service page 1. When I click on service page 1, it says click for detail. That link should take me to service page 1. I'll go ahead and click that. Okay, as you can see, and we'll go ahead and click home to take us back. Now I'm going to show you how to create a link for service page 3. First of all, let me give you an idea of what the link looks like. Click here. This is what the code looks like behind the scenes to create a link. Now don't get nervous. I'm going to show you a really simple way to create this code, and I'm also going to show you how to use it and where to place it. So let's go ahead and let's go back to the screen. I created my code manually, but if you want to create your own code, and let's say you don't know how to manually code HTML, or you don't know how to do any of that kind of coding, you can actually use what's called a script and code generator. One that is I've found very easy to use, and one that I like to suggest to people is one at a location called scriptgenerator.net. And you simply just type that, open up another browser tab, type in scriptgenerator.net. It's going to bring you to this screen. The next thing you're going to want to do is come down to basic HTML. We'll click on that. And then you're going to want to scroll down to where it says text and image HTML link generator. We'll click that, because what we're going to do is we're going to create what's called a text link. So we'll kind of scroll down a little bit. Basically, in the general options section, you simply just highlight text link. We're going to grab the URL, and we could do that one of two ways. We already have it highlighted. Another real easy way to do that is for page 3. We can hover right over the menu. We can right click, and we can click what's called copy link location, and that's actually going to give us the website address. So let's go ahead and go back to the link generator, and we're going to get rid of that. We're going to paste in the URL, and that's going to give us the URL. open in, what this basically means is that, for instance, when I click this, I don't want it to open up another tab or pop up another button. What I want it to do is I want it to open up on the same page, meaning to use the same website or the same browser page. And so to do that, I simply select same window. If I was creating a link for an external website or another location, and I didn't want to take I wanted to keep people on my website, what I would simply select is a whole new window, which would give me a new tab or a new window and show the other site. What you want to do is you want your link for your service page to open in the same window so that they're always on the same website and they don't wind up with two copies. Okay, the next step is the link text. And what we're going to put here is we're going to just put in click for details, and we've already had it selected. We'll go ahead and select that. So we've got that. Our mouse over is going to be the same thing, and that's simply click for detail. Now, mouse over is simply a hover. When you hover over this, it's a little tip. It's kind of a tool tip, and basically the tip just says click for details, and that's good for anyone that that uses some sort of assist. For instance, if they were using a screen reader or something of that nature, the screen reader would actually read that, or actually it would provide audio for what that says, which basically says click for detail. So let's go ahead and put the mouse over, and we're going to call that click for details. We're going to change the color of the link to blue, which is the standard color for most unclick links. The text size in terms of pixel, we're going to change that to 11 to pretty much match our content. Text style, it's just a font style. We're going to select Verdania. You could easily have selected Arial or any one of the other fonts, and most of these are standard fonts to match web pages. We're going to select Verdana. Text decoration, we're going to leave that as none. We have all the fields that we needed filled in. Next step is to simply click Generate Code. And our code has been generated, and you would simply just highlight this code like such and copy by doing a Control-C, which means hold down the Control key, then press C. And then what we're going to do is we need to add this link to this service page widget, and we do that by going to back to our WordPress install. We go to Appearance, and then we come down to Widgets. We click on Widgets. We'll come over to the right and we'll scroll down. We want to find what's called Home Widget 3, and if you go back to your website, it says Service Page 3, but these are really the widgets: Widget 1, Widget 2, and Widget 3. So let's go ahead, and we want to update Home Widget number 3, and so we want to expand this. We want to click the upside down triangle. Then we want to expand this text widget that we added into it earlier, and we want to add the link. We've copied the link, and we'll simply just add it at the end of this code by doing a holding down the Control key and then pressing V. And we want to come down and we want to save our change. Then we want to click Close just to close that up. You don't have to do that. I just do it as force of habit. And let's go ahead, and we've created our link. Let's go back to the page. When we highlight this page, we should in fact see a new link here for Service Page 3. And when we click on that link, it should take us to Service Page 3. So let's go ahead and refresh the screen. And there's our link. When we click on this screen, we're going to hover over it first. When we hover over it, it says click for details. When we click this, it should take us to Service Page 3. Let's go ahead and click. And it takes us to Service Page 3. So let's go ahead and go back to Home. Okay. Now, it's not the greatest looking website, but by stepping through all the steps in the video, we have been able to create our own business website. If you want to know how to make some other tweaks, I would suggest that you visit my website at www.chicagosouthseo.com and look for the resources menu at the top and select WordPress Help or WordPress Help section. I believe that's what it reads, and that will provide more articles and more videos on how to make changes within WordPress. Okay, let's do a couple of really quick housekeeping things. We've created our website. What I want to do now is let's go ahead and let's close out and let's log out of everything. Let's go ahead and close this tab down. Let's go back to our WordPress installation and let's log out, because we no longer need to be in the WordPress dashboard or WordPress admin section. And we're simply going to log out by highlighting our name, username, then coming down and clicking log out. And so that will log us out. And if we want to see what our website looks like without any of the login or edit stuff at the top, we simply click on back to Small Biz Demo. Go ahead and click on that, and that should bring up the website. So there's our website, and there's all of our stuff, all of the changes, all of our pages, and voila. Good job, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. I would greatly appreciate if you could do me a favor if the video was in fact helpful. If you could go to my website and like my Facebook, like my Facebook page, or follow me on Twitter. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone you think that might be able to benefit from it. If you have any questions for me, simply go to my website and click on the contact page and just drop me a line. I'll do my best to try to answer your questions. Once again, this is John from Chicago South SEO. The video you have just been watching is how to build your own business website. I trust that it's been helpful. Good luck, take care, and have a great day.